Namaste to you all, and congratulations to you all. It really is what Narendra Bhai said, time for change. I met Mr. Modi ji in 2002 for the first time, and from then I knew that here was a man with vision who wanted to bring changes, and Gujarat was a great example of good visionary leadership. And Narendra Bhai Modi has actually been able to demonstrate that if you do things by the book, you remain honest to your message and your vision, that everybody will benefit. I and my husband were privileged to be at the oath swearing ceremony. We were there, and we can tell you the atmosphere was magical. There was not one moment that you wanted to miss. And we know many of the top team of the government, and each one of them has been given a task to ensure that 1.26 billion people are able to have hope and make sure that that hope is turned into reality. I, like many of you, have been very closely connected with India. But I would like to say this. Modi ji has one message. It isn't about being Gujarati, Rajasthani, Punjabi, or anything else. It's about being Indian. If 1.26 billion people can believe that message, the 30 million people of Indian diaspora need to believe it too. I know Manoj very well, and I can tell you, if there was ever a hard-working young man, it was Manoj. But those of us who have been very closely involved with politics for a very long time, and with the BJP family for a very long time, we knew the day would come when people would get fed up of divisive politics, politics of appeasement, and would say that if somebody who once served tea can become Prime Minister of India, so can we. Brothers and sisters, each one of us has got one thing to remember, and Modi ji said it himself. When Mr. Advani ji, and a very senior person in the party, said that Modi ji had done kirpa, Modi ji said, nobody can do kirpa to their mother. That is how we should see the countries we live in, as service without reward. And if a person takes that simple message, the message what Gandhi ji did, time for change, Modi ji has brought that time. The rest of us have got to be on that journey, doing everything, expecting nothing. Because when brothers and sisters are lying hungry, unemployed, needing education and healthcare, it is our duty, as well as those of 1.26 billion in India, to make sure that that message of hope is delivered. My colleague, Lord Poppet, talked about our relationship with India. UK's relationship has always been a special one because 1.5 million Indian diaspora have kept that relationship special. We need to recognise our own importance in that relationship, and we need to make sure we build on it. And when my colleague Lord Popat said that we want the Prime Minister of India, Mr. Modi, to come, I want all of us to go out there and make sure we show a means of saying that the friends of BJP, that they were the ones that brought the Prime Minister of India here first. So Dr. Sharma, you have a hall full of people, but more than that, you have thousands of people outside. We need to find a way of ensuring that the first visit is done, is organised by those people who have believed in the BJP from the start, and that they must be the invitees who bring the Prime Minister of India, Mr. Modi, here to UK. I would say that as somebody who has been long-term friends with many of the front cabinet of India's government today, we were at Mr. Jaitley's house in the morning of the oath swearing, having a cup of tea. And I said to Jaitley Sahab, you must be really, really busy. Why are you giving us 20-30 minutes of your time? And he said, our friends will always have our time. And that is the important thing. We will always be friends because we believe in one cause, and that is a united voice. Please, if anything you take from this today, that is, we are people of one place. We share an ancestry and origins, a great nation's history. Let us come together and remember that it doesn't matter what part of India you come from. At the end of the day, man, woman or child, you have in your blood something that connects each and every one of us here today. And that is, we came from India. I'm really glad that it was our Prime Minister Cameron, that was the first to congratulate Mr. Modi on his win. But more than that, I'm really pleased that up and down the country, people have celebrated the win of a mandate that we could all be proud of, and those of us who want people to go out and vote need to get people in this country to understand your civic duty. If you do not take up your rights, people come and put in the bad things that we're seeing in politics here today. We are seeing vacuums created where the far right are taking the space. We cannot allow that to happen on our soil here. Look over your shoulders, thousands of miles over the seas, and see why people came together. They came together because they want to see change. We want to see a strong diaspora, but a strong UK and a strong India, so that we can have a relationship that each and every one of us is proud of. Thank you very much.